Hey there, boys and girls, and welcome to episode 26 of Sonic Boom TV, the Record Store Day 2022 edition. Got a lot to go over here. I broke the bank today. Just letting you guys know. I did things that I shouldn't have done. I don't regret them. Maybe I do. Maybe I won't. Nah. Whatever. But anyway, let's start off. We got the free poster that was given to all the stores. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool little poster. I don't know who the artist is, but it says Dogfish Head, the official beer of Record Store Day. So Dogfish Beer must have given that away. So that's pretty neat. I've got the one from last time too. I haven't hung them up. I don't really have any place in my apartment to do so at this time. Then we've got the cool Record Store Day bag. It's 15 years celebrating the indie store, April 23rd, 2022. And you've got the little Jimi Hendrix looking cat here with the sunglasses. Really cool. I've got several of these bags. I don't use them for anything, but they're fun to have, I guess. Then inside there's a bunch of goodies from the store and the couple of the sponsors, I guess. We'll go over what that is real quick like. First, we've got the Record Store Day Ambassador button featuring Taylor Swift. I don't know if you can see that, guys. The glare is getting it. But anyway, it's a little picture of her and that. I did not try to buy the Taylor Swift release for this because there were a lot of people there that wanted it for sure. But I heard that my store that I go to only got like 5 copies, so that's real bad because there were people in line that I know were there just for that, and I feel bad for them because they didn't get it, and I'm sure they didn't want anything else. So, it seems like there were like 10,000 copies of that. I think that were put out. Seems like the stores could have got more. I don't know how many stores actually exist, so but it just seems like more people could have got it. But anyway, then we've got a sticker. It says this vehicle stops at all record stores. Pretty cool. Then a Euclid Records sticker. That's the store that I go to. This one says favorite NCT 127. It's these individual little stickers of these Asian guys or girls or whatever. I don't know. I don't know who they are. It must be one of those Korean pop groups or whatever. I don't know. Then there's it's a window sticker. I don't know if you can see it. It says High Fidelity Jazz Dispensary. So if you can see that, it's one of those ones you stick on your window and then you see it. Got another Euclid record item. It's a Christmas tree ornament. It looks like, or maybe just to hang on your windshield in your car or something. Pretty cool. Then there's a Rhino Celebrates Jazz Appreciation Month coaster, and it's got Charles Mingus, Hampton Hawes, and Danny Richmond Trio. A lot of words on that. Then there's a Spinning My Kids' Inheritance. If I had kids, I would have spent part of their inheritance today. But I don't have any kids, so maybe it works out. Then there's a bookmark for the book that tells the story. I didn't see this there, the Record Store Day book. I'm interested to know what's in it. I don't know if there's pictures of the albums or things like that. I have no clue on that. Then we've got a balloon that says Record Store Day 2020 whatever on it. We got a thing popping up on my screen here. Then we've got a CD. Atlantic Records RSD Volume 2, Music for Everyone. And it's got a bunch of artists that I don't know. The only one I've ever heard of on the back of here is Portugal the Man. There's 18 tracks. It's all mostly people names, like, Kate Turner, Sarah Kays, Joe P., Vance Joy, Christian Lama. So I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but I'll check it out. It sounds like it might be indie rock kind of stuff, which would be cool. And last goodie out of the batch is a button that says "Good news is good news," and it's got a little symbol down there. I don't know what that is. Looks like a little horse or something. And I don't know what that relates to, but that's something. So, let's get into some records. Now, firstly, they had a sale on records outside the place, and I'll go through those first. Everything in the bins were $5. It was mostly indie rock stuff that I noticed. Some kind of obscure stuff. Not their usual stuff that they put out. They usually have a ton of records out there, dollar bin kind of stuff, and $5 stuff, and or buy 3 for 10 or something like that. You know, crazy little deals that stores do. This year they didn't have a lot put out, but they had some decent stuff, and I saw people had things in their hands that I was like, oh, I wish I could have got that. But you know, whatever. So I found this. This picture is it reminds me of a image that was done for Dungeons and Dragons a long time ago. I haven't been able to look it up yet to see what I'm thinking of, but I think these may be the band members of this, but this image seems like it's a reproduction of something else, you know. And then what it is, it's called Simon LeBron, not LeBron to be confused with the Duran Duran guy, and it's Monster Manual, and all this stuff is like Dungeons and Dragons type stuff. There's like Aerial Servant, Brownie, Carrion Crawler, Dragon Black, Story of Elves, Flightless Bird, Goblin Please, Homunculus, Intellect Devour, Jacked, I don't know what that word is, Leprechaun, Medusa Breaks Her Glass, Zombie Hatrix, Yeti Had His Castle, Zorn, Wyvern, Vampire, Unicorn, Trolls Should Have Dreams, Skeleton, Rakshasa, Quasis, Pegasus, Pegasi, O Giant, and Nymph. And this is number 51 of 200 copies. So I thought this was cool. It's probably going to be ridiculous. It may just be music. I don't know. There's an insert with a lot of stuff written on it. Possible titles of books in Goblin libraries. Okay. And then there's that. The vinyl is black on this cool customized Dragon inner sleeve, and it's just black vinyl. So that one was cool. I thought for $5 I gotta get that. I'm gonna try to pick up the pace here a little bit. I just wanted to talk about that one because I thought it was so neat. We've got Cold War Kids, L.A. Divine or La Divine maybe. I haven't it's not opened yet. That one was open when I got it. Haven't opened this one yet. They had a Record Store Day release, I believe, a live one, but I didn't see it, and I wasn't gonna get it anyway because I had too much to get. But this was $5. This is like a 2017 album, and it's on purple vinyl, so it's a limited release on that. Exclusive, I should say, maybe not limited. So that's a cool one. Then this one I did open. It's Dragonforce, Maximum Overload, and I had to open it up already because it's a gatefold. But I had to see what color the vinyl was, and it is a very, very pretty blue vinyl. This is the first Dragonforce album I've ever owned. I think they're one of those bands that people either love or hate. So I'll choose at the moment to love them, and we'll see. Then, as I was leaving, this, after I checked out and everything, I went to there's like a little bin that has free posters and sometimes free CDs and stuff. And they had a stack of records wedged in there, which I hope were free. If not, I took it, and I'll gladly go pay them for it if not. But I think they were free because they had like maybe 20 copies of the same thing in that little bin, so I know they were free. But it's called Triple Black Rot. This is like, I don't know, I've never heard of them, but just by looking at it, it's definitely either heavy metal or some kind of punk. And I found it on Discogs, which I guess I could have looked to see what genre it was. It's kind of funny, they did a color insert. But this one is on white vinyl, and that's not listed on Discogs, so I don't know. I think there's a blue or a red or something, and then there's one that's blue with white splatter kind of thing, and whatever. Okay, so that's all the extra stuff. That was $15 for those 3 total. Now we get into the real deal, and I haven't opened most of these yet. But first we've got Kirk Hammett Portals. That one was $29.99. That was a little more expensive than I wanted to pay for 4 songs. I don't know how long this record is. It's an EP, and from what I understand, it's no lyrics. It's just instrumental. So it says it's on ocean blue color vinyl. Did not open that yet. I may do that later. I was going to do it on this video, but I think it's going to be too much to open all those records. Then we've got Allison Chains, the We Die Young single. It says limited edition release of the first studio EP, but I don't believe this is an EP. I think this was a single that was put out. What I heard, it was put out to radio stations only, and so the big thing on it is Killing Yourself is a track that was never released anywhere else, I don't believe. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So that's what makes this so special. It's 3 songs. It's $14.99. It was a little bit cheaper than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be $17.99. So that works out for that one. Next up, what became my second most wanted one, and I don't. It may not be after I listen to it because we don't know. Let me tell you. Well, let me start with saying I did not get everything I wanted. I didn't get the Kitty album. They didn't have it. At least when I got through the line, I was number 14 in line. I did not get that Kitty album, which was my number 2. I didn't get the Offspring's Greatest Hits. I could have gotten it, but I chose not to based on the price of what was coming. And I did not get the Udo Dirk Schneider. I had it in my hand. I went through everything that I had, and I just decided I needed to put it back. It was $30, 31 maybe. I had to put it back because this other stuff was just a little too expensive, and I wanted to get the other things more. And the Offspring will be available later. It's a Greatest Hits. They're gonna put it out again. I think it was a first. So anyway, the second, the Pixies, live from Coachella. This is on yellow and orange marbled vinyl with an etching on side D. So it's 3 sides. This was a little expensive one. This was $44.99. It's a live album. That's what I'm worried about, is that live albums are hit or miss a lot of times. It's the only copy I saw that they had. What time I got into the store. So it is 21 songs. And it's live album, so it's either going to be great or it's going to be bad, because that's how usually live albums go for me. I don't buy a ton of live albums, but I wanted it because it's the Pixies and it's got everything on it. It's got Bone Machine, UMass, Isla de Encanta, Wave of Mutilation, Broken Face, Cactus, Caribou, Number 13 Baby, Gouge Away, Tame, Monkey Gone to Heaven, Debaser, Valoria, Hey, Gigantic, Nimrod's Son, Here Comes Your Man, Vamos, In Heaven, Where's My Mind, and then the last is Into the White, which I don't know that song, or at least I don't remember that song. But I thought they should end with Where's My Mind. That's a big song to close with, I think. So that's going to be a good one, I hope. Then next up, the Muffs, new improved Kim Shattuck demos. This woman is beautiful. I've always thought that about her. I mean, this is probably when she was much younger, but I only think I have one Muffs album, which I don't. It should be right here if I have it, but I don't. Oh, guys. let's not waste time with that. I think I have one of their albums, and I always wanted to get more, and I saw this, and it was $26.99, which is about what I go for. It looks to be, it's 16 songs, but they're very short tracks. The longest one is like 2 minutes and 55 seconds. Nope, 3:04. There's a 3:04. So we'll see. It's I think it's going to be good. But look at her. She's gorgeous. Can't go wrong with that. Next up, Everlast. Whitey Ford Sings the Blues. $33.99 on that one. Back cover. This one, I really like this album. I'm not big into hip hop, but this guy, it wasn't really a hip hop album. It's more of a alternative rock kind of thing with a hip hop flavor to it. But this guy came to a festival one time, and I saw him like when this album came out, and he was late or something, and they had to rearrange some stuff. And when he got there, he was very apologetic. He was treated the fans well, and he put on the greatest show, man. It was awesome. And he did extra stuff that he wouldn't do for anybody else. He said, at least that's what he said. So whatever the songs and stuff were back then, he really treated the fans to a gift because he messed up or whatever. But I haven't listened to this in a really, really long time, and I saw this was coming out, and I was like, man, I don't know. And when I saw it, I think they had 2 copies left when I was there, and I was like, yeah, I better pull it now because I'll never get it if I don't. So that was a little expensive too, $33.99. Reason why I didn't get the Offspring and the other one. Then next, another one. I've never heard this album. It's L.A. Guns, Waking the Dead. I've heard most of their albums. I have most of their albums, but this one just kind of went under the radar. And I don't know if this was one of the ones. Let's see. It says all songs written by Tracy Guns, Phil Lewis, Steve Riley, and A. Hamilton. So that's basically the band. The main members of the band. Must be before they broke up and split into 2. It says first time on vinyl, the 2002 classic. Oh yeah, it says Phil Lewis, Tracy Guns, Steve Riley, and Adam Hamilton. So it says red, white, and blue splatter edition and download card. So I'll have the MP3s of it too, which I've never had this one. Kind of cool cover, kind of scary. Got demons and half naked women and a horse. So anyway. So that ought to be good. That was $31.99. I was expecting it to be that much. Just got a little bit more left here. The next one was Voivod Angel Rat. I think I had this on a cassette. I'm not sure. I one of my friends wanted this. This is the only copy I saw in the store. But I got it for me. Sorry, Bobby. But it says the 1991 prog metal masterpiece. Newly mastered for vinyl by Peter Moore. Deep purple with lime monster green swirl vinyl, limited to 6,000 copies. First North American LP release. So this ought to be good. It's going to be metal. Yeah, I don't know that one. Then my number one was there, and I only saw 2 copies. So I was certain to grab one. Superchunk! Incidental Music, 1991 to 95. It was $26.99, and it's a double LP. So I don't know what makes this $26.99 and that Pixies $44. The Pixies only got 3 sides. This one's got 4. So it's 18 songs. I'm gonna play this today for sure. It's orange, limited edition, green and orange vinyl. And it's the one I wanted. I've listened to this like 3 times this week in my car. So I'm glad to get this. Now, the last thing. The thing I was up in the air about. The thing that cost way too much money. The thing I had to put on my credit card. That was all paid for with money that I had, that I saved. Only went over by like $15 that I wanted to. Could have went over by more, but I put stuff back, like I said. Lastly, but not leastly, the one, the only, the Ramones box set. Holy crap. This was $169.99. That's the face. I don't know how I did. I shouldn't have bought this, but I did. This is 6 original LPs with 5 on vinyl for the first time this century. This century. That's how they get you. Also includes a new exclusive Rarities LP on splatter vinyl and Ramones sticker sheet. So I don't know what the sticker sheet is. Limited edition of 14,000. So it's going to be out there readily available. But you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 7 records in here. I didn't do the math, but I would be willing to bet that's 7 times whatever. You know, I don't know. Probably $20-something a piece. It includes Pleasant Dreams, Subterranean Jungle, Too Tough to Die, Animal Boy, Halfway to Sanity, Brain Drain, and still more stuff, Rarities 1981 to 89. So the only one of these I have on CD is Brain Drain. So because my Ramones collection isn't very extensive, so that's why I needed this. Basically I had one of their greatest hits, all the hits or something like that. I don't know. It has like 30 songs on it, and that kind of got me through a long time of Ramones stuff. Because it had all the hits, the big songs, and I had a few of the other ones like Acid Eaters, Brain Drain, the one with the dinosaurs on the front. I don't remember what that one was called. But I've been wanting to get into some of the early stuff. I wanted to buy those, and I thought when this first came out that's what it was going to be, and it's not. It's the later ones, but as you can see, very, very nice. I'm gonna open this later. I don't know if it doesn't have a number on it. I don't believe. Oh yes, it does. I got number 1,715. If you can see that right there, get that glare off of it. Number 1. That's a low number for 14,000. So that's awesome. I don't know if any of the others had limited edition things on them, but that was it for Record Store Day this year. I'm probably gonna do a couple videos of openings, to show you what these records look like. But that's gonna be a different video. Yeah, I don't just want to see if anything has the numbers on it before we go. No. Nope. Okay, so that's the only one that has a numbered issue. So anyway, I got a lot of stuff. Spent a little bit more money than I wanted to, but luckily, like I said, I had money saved for the records. Most of the records, the Ramones did have to go on the credit card, but that's okay. I'll pay it off sooner than later, hopefully. And that is it for my Record Store Day 2022. There is another Record Store Day coming up in like 2 months. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to that one, guys, because unless something happens where I can save some money. But the second one does have a few items I want, like the Collective Soul, maybe the Pearl Jam, and a couple other things that got pushed back. There's another Voivod album. So we'll see on that one. More than likely, I'll go to it somehow, figure it out, get some money to go. But I need to start saving money to either repair my car or try to find a way into a different car, to keep my life going forward. So anyway, that's it for Record Store Day. Hope you guys got some good stuff if you were able to. I saw my friend out there, Don. He got a couple things. He wanted the Pat Benetar and Doctor Who album. I helped him out with that, because I was in line before him. But he would have probably got them anyway. And that is it. Talk to you guys later.